Hello, everybody. I'm gonna wait for a second, but I'm pretty sure sound's still working. Today we are playing Dishonored. I have not adjusted any video settings, so I didn't think of it before starting the thing. I played through the tutorial, but to make sure there's no inconsistencies with the previous game. But we are going to play on normal mode. That's just how I am. And we are going to play as Corvo. I have decided this. There's no questions asked about that. I need to take off this bracelet. I can't have my wrist sitting on the counter.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
Oh, interesting. So it's gonna make me redo the tutorial, even though I just played it.
Of Dunwall never change much.
Okay.
This is my city. What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, it's C now. Yeah, I forgot. I switched it out.
You gotta slide under the door.
I was sliding.
Easy as cake.
Too bad you can't, like...
Vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Yes.
Yep. But...
What's next?
anyone have any idea? Because in the first game, it doesn't... I don't think Corvo ever even said anything. Wouldn't be surprised if he never did. When I first did this, I didn't have any trouble doing that. Oh, I wanna mess with that, just because. Dunwall is definitely slightly different than it used to be. Cause this reminds me a bit more.
Now let's see how quick my feet are.
This reminds me a bit more of, like the shape and all reminds me a bit more of, when I played Thief. And, the coloration and style reminds me a bit more of... It just reminds me a bit more of... I don't know. Can't place it.
If you're quick enough with the chokehold, that's one more person who...
I don't know what you're gonna say, but I don't care. As I said, I'm going to play as Corvo. Because I'm not willing to give up Darkseid.
Don't let me hear you
Awareness. When an enemy begins to detect you,
or see you. Not sneaky enough for me.
That was my bad. I thought I was crouching already.
Too much noise.
I thought I was crouching already. Apparently I was wrong.
Stay low.
Go down the stairs.
Out of your enemy's line of sight. No, again, without letting me see you.
Yeah, I didn't have any trouble with this when I wasn't on video. I just went through it like,
Oops,
okay.
got spotted.
I went through it like almost instantly the first time round.
Don't make any sound.
First time round, I didn't have any trouble at all.
Didn't see anything at all.
And that's what's stupid. As soon as it's on camera, I'll have so much trouble doing it. But as soon as I'm off camera, oh yeah, it's all good.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
What? Ah.
Perfect shot.
Perfect shot, yeah. I don't... I think the only time I used the crossbow is for sleep darts.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You hit
Rush this.
my daughter. When someone swings a
Yeah.
sword at you, block. Well done. blade.
Yes,
Good.
block with my blade, blah blah.
You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. You're quick.
Come on, hurry up. I want to get this over with so I can actually start the game.
Hearted killer. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
Now that's new. I don't think this was possible in the other game. In the first game, at least.
Go for the fatality.
Yeah.
Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
No, I think she dies. But I am not willing to give up Darksight, and Blink is stealthier than Emily's version of the ability, because she is visible in between the two locations. I don't know how much, I just know she is.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
This is interesting.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
I don't like ceremonies. I've had to attend a couple of them, and I don't enjoy formalities.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
I honestly do not like this chair. The way it looks just seems stupid to me.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonis offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not
Whoa.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
What is up with her
All hail
voice?
the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
I think I screwed up somewhere along the way.
Sword can't still my heart.
Yeah, I most definitely screwed up somewhere along the way. I think I'm stuck playing as Emily now. Oh no, okay, no. No, I'm not. I didn't screw up anywhere along the way. Okay. Play as Corvo Tano. This is what I'm choosing, but I'm still going to read these things because it seems like they might be interesting. Legendary Royal Protector. To the Empress, a figure of infamy from the... Sorry, guys, this is really hard for me to read and actually talking to the microphone. Legendary Royal Protector to the Empress, a figure of infamy from the time of the Rat Plague. A ruler of the Empire of Isles, or of the Isles, my bad, I'm stupid. Trained in stealth and combat by her father, Corvo Attano. As I said, I'm going to play as Corvo. Play as Corvo, yes. If only because...
I will cast you in cold marble. Corvo Attano, how handsome you are for a man of your age. And how long had you hidden the mark of the outsider? I expect it's a wonderful story.
I'll lock him in the Empress's chambers, and then I'll bring him to Coldridge Prison until his trial. My father lost it all. Sent me to the City Watch, one step above begging. Think I had to take your orders? Corvo Attano, son of a Zirconan tradesman.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lord Corvo, what happened?
Oh my god.
Captain Mayhew. Oh, so that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
The good kind? Sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out, oh, I'm being dragged.
There's a legend in the City Watch. The Empress's last resort, the safe room inside your daughter's chambers, is holding enough gold to buy an island. And they say this is one of the only two keys.
I don't think it does. I don't think it has it that way.
Lexi. The throne room. Emily. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
All right. Okay, we're gonna like search around. We don't have any of our abilities. Interesting. So, Empress, we face another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange it is not that all the victims have openly opposed you. If not strange, then oh so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive of endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater? Empress, after the Royal Protector's shakedown cruise, we'll launch the ISS Jessamine Caldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing. Pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you will release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is of course up to you, but here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Your faithful advisor, yours faithfully, advisor, Wainwright. Okay, so we don't have access to any of our abilities as of right now, which is really disappointing.
I helped Emily get a frog unstuck from this old clock when she was 11. I swear I'll find a way to fix this, to bring her back.
No idea what that would do. Okay, so now we're healthy.
Maybe I should just spin it. Pick a place to lick my wounds. I've got to regroup. Dunwall always has a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable.
Not surprised about that. A lot of places do. Okay, that's not the way we go. So we're going to this, I assume. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing here? I feel like it should be plainly obvious, but to me it's not. Okay, so, what are the quick save buttons? Quick save is F5. Okay. Yep, that wasn't what we were supposed to do. Load game. Okay, so what in the world am I supposed to do there? I feel so stupid already. I feel stupid already, and I've just started. Oh my god. That's a strangely shaped typewriter, I'll be honest. Oh, so not the open one. But, gotta go through the one that
took away the mark of the outsider. No more sorcery.
Lord Protector, I can't believe Ramsey's a traitor. Is Lady Emily all
There's
right?
a coup underway. Emily she's imprisoned for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Maybe through Emily's safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for you. Get away and help Emily.
I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew. Goodbye.
Please tell me it's the captain's who I'm thinking of. Please tell me. Only good guy from the old game. Please tell me that's who it is.
No time for that now. Gotta move.
Okay, so what are the
No
options?
time to waste.
Throne room. Journal. What are my options right now? Eliminate Martin Ramsley. Or just escape. This is the optional. I'm assuming. New. I'm assuming he went for the safe room, right?
Need my ring to open the safe room.
Ah.
Ramsey has it.
No, it's not optional. We gotta go do it. Gotta be careful there. Tutorial, learn. Lean, oh. Stupid. Okay, so how in the world did she manage to strip the mark from the outsider?
As we both
Nope. Stop that. Stop that right now. Stop it. I'm looking around for anything that could be of use, and I'm like, nope, no, nothing. Didn't think I'd have this much of a problem finding
These
something of
bastards are
use.
working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Considering we were technically... Considering technically we were a family that both trained as assassins... I'm surprised about, one fact.
Disloyal dogs.
Probably should have picked this up. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you've got to tell the Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time. I'm carrying a message that has to be delivered face to face. Tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll be doing as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me here. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. Megan Foster. No, it's not who I was thinking of. You guys know me. We gotta be careful. And by careful, I mean we gotta run right into into trouble because we're stupid. Well, I'm stupid. Okay, the shape of things is definitely different than last time. Everything was square last time round. But he did mention people don't tend to notice you if you're above them. And he's right, most people don't look up when they're looking for someone. It's very rare, in fact, for someone who's looking for someone to look up. That's why there's some people who are just really good at hide and seek. They manage to, like, climb some walls and hide up there.
Jessamine had me drag one of these out to the lake for our picnic once.
What the world
Time's
is this?
long gone now.
What the fuck is it? Oh. That makes more sense, but why is it so big? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I don't know you. That's just how it is for me. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. You were probably conspiring against me. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than the Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinions piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her slipshod style of governance and her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit given the gruesome detail left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversary fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we badly ask, is it now the duty of the Royal Protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne? No, it's not, and I never did. Never did, never had the urge to. Okay, it's just as I thought. There's no one down here. This is probably going to be a long episode. Just because. You know, it could be... It kind of aggravates me that sometimes things like this, there's no variation between them when they show up, even though, like, in an actual scenario, there would be quite a bit of variation between them. Whether that be... Like, even if they only had the one design for them, what the variation would come from... people storing it different ways, everything. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. You probably spreading secrets of me.
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. Exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Okay, what was the mission clue? Eliminate, there's a secret passageway in the royal chambers that leads to the... Okay. A new captain who's gone by the name of Megan Foster arrives at the... Okay. Royal quarters key. Lore and map. Okay, just making sure there's nothing of importance in there. I don't think of the powers as sorcery because we just used them as we saw fit. It's not like they had any sort of restrictions. Okay, he's coming around, so... Aim for the carpets. Aim for the carpets. Somehow we're slower. I tried to pick you up. How?
Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily.
Okay, so I originally thought that when they were imprisoned in that stone thing, that they died. I'm sort of now assuming that it's a type of imprisonment, and with that in mind, it's, I'm assuming now it's an optional. Yeah. Okay. Now, we can place him in the safe room. That was not my goal.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Awesome. Which probably means it's very difficult to get through it.
Early retirement, Captain. flimsy. Emily would...
That's not what I wanted. Back. Eat this. Why is that even possible? Why? Oh my god. I crushed him in the door. As I said, this episode will be longer because there's more story involved with this. Okay. So I managed to somehow do both. Place him in the safe room.
Emily would fall asleep in here after the plague. Early retirement, Captain.
Where did I put him? He's not dead, is he? I didn't kill him again this time, did I? I don't think I killed him again.
I'll need this.
Okay, look around, see if there's anything of importance, and then we're gonna end the episode. In the act of rebellion, young Jessamine Caldwin chose Corvo as royal protector. When Corvo was 19 and she was 12, he served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy before and after she was crowned empress. Though it was scandalous gossip about the time, it is said that they began a love affair around 1823 when Jessamine was 18 and Corvo was 25. The next chapter of Atano's life is something out of a legend. During the time of the rat plague, when the empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide and sentenced for execution. He was thrown to the Cauldres prisons and publicly reviled. He escaped, and as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent, Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress, and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, and the Loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him, surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of Loyalists on King Sparrow Island and at the Burrow Lighthouse, and rescued Emily Caldwin, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo Attano and the Empress Jessamine Caldwin was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it was widely held that Emily Caldwin is their daughter. Following the interregnum, Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles. Awesome. Oh, River Fig 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young around the time. His only siblings, a firstborn sister, moved away to the Marley, and family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. The spectators from all over the Circanas were thrilled to see someone so young and striking from a working-class family advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer rank in the Grand Circana Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against the organized criminal groups of rogue city-states within Circanas and pirate bands along the chains of islands radiating east from Circanas. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Circanas, then Theodonis Albel, father of Lucas Albel, Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Circanan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mysteries. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it was recorded that Corvo received a word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. I'm reading all this because for this time I'm actually going to read the books, because, okay. Excerpt from a book on a sailing traditions and bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from a long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bear that roamed the isles north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. The ones I picked up had actual things. Dunwall citizens expressed shock and fear as yet another outspoken. We've already read that
I
one.
suspect the Crown Killer is connected to Delilah's coup.
Gun case. That's an
Out
interesting.
into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask?
Quite a few. Not surprised either. No one needs to remember the mask of a man who should be long dead. Oh, so it's actually equipped this time, and it's not alt. I prefer to alt.
The
Anyone?
reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
Holy crap, that's huge. Okay, but how did she manage to steal the Outsider's power? Yeah, but there's enough gold to buy an island in here. We'll see if the Outsiders are just outside here. Actually, no. We are going to end the episode here. Too many. I'll read them next time. Probably, maybe not. But I hope you all enjoyed. It was mostly me reading story. It wasn't much gameplay, unlike my usual stuff, and for once, I'm actually going to keep most of the stuff here, because it was actually kind of funny. I did not expect to crush the dude in the door. I love you all. Yes, I love you. You are awesome. You're all amazing. I'll see you all next time. Leave a like, a comment, share, subscribe, whatever. It's all up to you guys if you do those. I appreciate if you do them. It's amazing if you do. Hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.